The all-important Comunidade convention held on Sunday at Dona Paula did not rise to the expectation of the Pramod Sawant government and cold-shouldered the move to legalize illegal houses on the age-old Gaunkari's lands across the state. Furthermore, the convention adopted a resolution which called for deliberation and recommendation to address illegal constructions and encroachments in Comunidade lands and to prevent such illegalities in future. Big Tycoon brings to you settlement plot at Dargal near Mopa Airport. Price starts from 15,000 rupees per square meter.
No, the problem is that there is a school of thought that the word convention is not used, though the Portuguese word can be interpreted either way. So let us stick to meeting, convention, whatever. So the meeting unanimously resolved. No, I think the meeting unanimously resolved to call upon the government to make pre-legislative consultation with the Comunidades mandatory before making any amendments to the Code of Comunidades. Comunidades should be given at least 60 days time to put out their grievances before the authority. Since the Code of Comunidades already has an inbuilt provision for such consultation in the form of a convention under Article 652, the government must consider harnessing this platform. The frequency between two conventions under Article 652 be reduced from 5 years to 3 years. This resolution is taken to be adopted. Let us go to the next item. To deliberate on the functioning. The meeting recommends the government. The meeting recommends the government to review all to review the legality and validity of all earlier amendments that have taken place without any consultation with the Comunidades. The government is also called upon to study the claims of alleged unconstitutionality and invalidity of the amendments to the code made by some delegates and to take appropriate action thereon in the interest of the Comunidades.
That recommends you have to remove. Recommends you have to. The meeting resolves. Yes. What do you mean recommend? They'll overrule your thing.
And the delegates.
Doesn't make any sense. The meeting resolves.
Alleged also removed.
And Avinash should know all this. Is well versed in Code of Comunidade.
Next point is to deliberate on the functioning of the zonal administration offices. Sir, the remedy that you and I have is to go to the court. Let us not discuss this convention. Is not we can make recommendations and proposals. Understood? So let us stick to our domain. To deliberate on the functioning of zonal administration offices, appointment of staff, the employees' issues of South Zone, and to make proposals. We had
that word recommend has been changed. The word recommend.
Comunidades Forum and from the Comunidade of Margaon. If anybody would like to, and Govind Rao Desai also on Asolda. Govind Rao Desai Asolda. Celestine Norona on behalf of Comunidade of Margaon Nake also we have received. Would anybody like to speak? And Vishwajit Varik also. If he is there, you can please. Mr. Delhi, the item number 2. Yes, sorry. Yes, please. Anybody would like to speak?
Hello, I have a loud voice, so I'll speak.
Sir, please, let us maintain the decorum, sir. You have this opportunity. Let Mr. Norona.
I'm Celestino Norona.
Resolution pass केला. What will be the next step of the government?
ये आता रेजोल्यूशन ताणी मिनिट्स करपाक जाय आनी रेजोल्यूशन जी आयज ताणी एडॉप्ट केल्ली आहा ती गव्हर्मेंटाक धाडटले. Government will examine all the resolutions, whatever can be done, cannot be done, that will have to be examined. And the examine केले उपरांत in a very positive manner, government will examine definitely certain resolutions. I was there from the morning, akya deliberation popak kohen जाला थे, and definitely government will act on all the resolutions, whatever have been sent, after weighing all the pros and cons.
So this will be the first amendment to be made in the Code of Comunidade.
No, there is not a question of amendment. Here the resolutions have been taken on certain points. There were 12 points. Based on the 12 points, certain resolutions have been adopted. Once the minutes have been finalized, they will send the resolutions to the government, the minutes to the government, and government in its wisdom will examine whether certain amendments or whatever needs to be done as per the resolution can be taken forward.
So this will become in the upcoming assembly session?
No, first we need to examine the resolution whichever have been taken. And depending on how fast we can act on it, government will definitely look into
So
it.
till the resolution passed and government decided on it, any memorandum or any order will be passed to the administrator, because most of the Comunidades has labeled allegation against administrator, they are not acting against
No,
illegal
it's too
construction.
premature. Based on the resolutions, let the minutes come in, let the resolutions come to the government. We'll see whether everything is as per the law. It's very easy to make allegations, but then we need to look into it. And we will examine it once the resolutions come to the government.
But sir, CM has announced that they will bring legislation to make regularize the illegal land in Comunidade lands. CM has made some announcement. Many representatives were also given by people or Comunidade.
No, I cannot comment on what Honorable CM has said, but as far as today's convention is concerned, we will really examine all the resolutions taken by the convention and see, weighing all the pros and cons, government will definitely decide how to go about. We need to proceed somewhere. Thank you.
So, what do you want to ask?
आज लास्ट रेजोल्युशन आसलें ते इलिगल कंस्ट्रक्शन तेंका अपोज केला आनी एटर्नीक पावर दिला टू इश्यू स्टॉप वर्क ऑर्डर एंड ऑल. सीएमान म्हटलेले आमी रेगुलरायज करतले. हाऊ डू यू सी दीस ड्युरींग कन्वेन्शन?
सीएमान म्हणलें तें रेगुलरायज करतो म्हूण तें रेगुलरायज ते भाशेन इल्लीगल आहा तें रेगुलरायज करपा जायना. सो तें म्हणून कांय जायना, तें रेगुलरायज करपा जायना. इल्लीगल कॅनॉट बी रेगुलरायज न्हू. हाऊ कॅन सीएम रेगुलरायज? मागीर सगळें तसं यू कॅनॉट एमेंड द कुमनाड कोड टू इल्लीगल आहा तें रेगुलरायज करपा. तें जायना. कळ्ळां? तें पॉलिटिकल स्टेटमेंट मारलो जाता तेणें लोकसभा इलेक्शन आहाय म्हणून. सो दॅट इज नॉट पॉसिबल एंड इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू हॅपन. आनी केलें जाल्यार मागीर सगळो लोक कोर्टांत वतलो तेका आनी गोडे दॅट कूड बी अ प्रॉब्लम. रेस्ट मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स वॉट वर डिस्कस्ड हियर, हेज्या पयलेंय कन्वेन्शन जाल्लीं आहा, हेज्या पयलेंय कन्वेन्शनां रेजोल्युशन्स घेयल्लीं आहाय, पूण सरकारान आजून ती रेजोल्युशनां एडॉप्ट केल्लीं नाय. सो वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग दॅट दीस मिनिस्टर एंड दीस टीम एक्सेप्ट्स and executes these resolutions and amends the codes the way the convention desires. कन्वेन्शनान हेज्या पयलेंय जाय ती रेजोल्युशन घेयलो हांवें, पूण आज पसून सरकारान ती रेजोल्युशनां एडॉप्ट करून तो जाय तो एमेंडमेंट केलो ना. जो एमेंडमेंट केला सरकारान तो कन्वेन्शनाक इंचान केलो ना. तांकां जाय ते भाशेन आपण केला. सो आज वी वील ट्राय टू लेट अस कीप इट इन द पॉझिटिव्ह मॅनर. लेट अस सी हाऊ दीस रेजोल्युशन्स वील गो अहेड or whether again they will go into the dustbin. We will try to follow up with the government, with the minister, to make sure that at least these resolutions get converted into amendments and those amendments come into the assembly and then on the floor of the house they get executed and confirmed.
या असेंब्ली सेशनाक तुमी गव्हर्मेंटा मुखार म्हणटाले की ते रेजोल्युशन केलें ते एडॉप्ट करात म्हणून.
म्हाका जाल्यार दिसना की हे सरकारा कडेन आज कितली तारीख रे आमची? आज 14 तारीख. 14 तारीख असेंब्ली सेशन कॉमेस जाता 2 तारखेर. 15 दिसां भितर, दॅट इज हार्डली लेस दॅन 15 वर्किंग डेज, दॅट दीज रेजोल्युशन्स वील बी ट्रान्सफॉर्म टू एमेंडमेंट्स फॉर दीस असेंब्ली. आय डोंट थिंक सो वी हॅव सच एन एफिशियंट गव्हर्मेंट. आनी इतली एफिशियंट गव्हर्मेंट जाल्यार मिनिस्टरा वालोर दिवपाचो. जालें जाल्यार तेणें जाल्यार आय वील फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कॉंग्रेच्युलेट हिम फॉर डुईंग इट इफ इज एबल टू हॅव दॅट कायंड ऑफ अ कॅपॅसिटी. बट आय डोंट थिंक सो दीस गव्हर्मेंट हॅज दॅट कॅपॅसिटी.
आनी एक ती लेजिस्लेटिव्ह प्री लेजिस्लेटिव्ह हें आसलें पळय कन्सल्टेशन बिफोर एमेंडिंग द कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट, तेजेर मातशी तुमी क्लॅरिटी दियात.
ना, प्री लेजिस्लेटीव सांगलें कितें, जेन्ना अशें करून डिस्कशन जावन रेजोल्युशन घेता, ही रेजोल्युशन गव्हर्मेंटाक वचोन ते मांडून ही रेजोल्युशनां एडॉप्ट जावन मागीर तेजो एमेंडमेंट कोडाक हाडपा जाय. ते तशें करून जावपा जाय. पूण गेले ते असेंब्ली सेशनान जे कोड एमेंड केल्लो असली कन्वेन्शनां हाडून करूं ना. सो इट वॉज इल्लिगली बिकॉज बाय फोर्स दे हॅव अ मेजॉरिटी. आमी 7 जाणांनी ओपोज केल्लें आनी तेम 33 जाणांनी आमगे आयकनासतना ते एमेंड केल्लो कोडाक, वीच इज इल्लिगल. ते चॅलेंज करता जाल्यार कोर्टां वयचें पडलें कोणें पूण कोण कोर्टाक गेलो ना आनी ताजो फायदो घेता गव्हर्मेंट. सो दे हॅव डन दॅट इल्लिगली. सो ते इल्लिगली कोड जो एमेंड केल्लो त्या दिसाक ते परत रिवायज करपाक कन्वेन्शनान जी टीम आहा तेंचे कडेन हाडपाक आमी डिस्कस केल्लें. सो दॅट टू डिस्कस ऑल्सो द प्रिवियस whatever amendments have been done, okay, those to be discussed with the committees.